Imagine Britain standing on the edge of a new political storm, a deputy prime minister under siege, unions plotting mass walkouts, and Jeremy Corbyn preparing his own comeback with a bold alliance to push Labour further to the left. This isn't just another Westminster row. It could change the very balance of power in the country. Angela Rayner, Britain's deputy prime minister, is now facing open rebellion. More than 1,000 civil servants in her department are set to strike on the very first day Parliament returns. Their dispute, rules on office closures, new recruitment plans, and stricter attendance policies. The union says Rayner has refused to meet them face-to-face, leaving staff furious and determined to walk out. The strike, organized by the PCS union, begins on the 1st of September and will be followed by weeks of targeted action. Over 170 staff are preparing to down tools from the 2nd until the 25th. The government expects officials to be in the office 60% of the time, at least 3 days a week. But the union is demanding guarantees that no worker will be punished if they only manage 40%. Now pause and think about this. A deputy prime minister whose political career was built on union ties, suddenly facing mutiny from her own workforce. What does that tell us about the shifting winds inside Labour? And more importantly, where does this leave Britain as we head into a winter of possible disruption? Tell us what you think in the comments. Here on England Now 7, we want your voice to be part of this debate. But there's another twist. Jeremy Corbyn is back on the scene, pushing for changes that go even further than Angela Rayner's flagship employment rights bill. He is working with the Bakers, Food and Allied Workers Union to demand a minimum wage of $15 an hour for all workers, with no age exemptions. They want a complete ban on fire and rehire contracts and the immediate repeal of what they call anti-union laws. Corbyn told The Telegraph that workers have had a raw deal for too long and that it's time to unite people from all backgrounds to take on the powerful. He says this movement will put wealth back where it belongs, in the hands of ordinary people. Whether you agree with him or not, this shows there's still a powerful appetite on the left for more radical reform. For Angela Rayner, this is especially dangerous. Her entire career rose from her days as a union rep in social care, and yet the very unions that once stood firmly behind her are now turning away. Only last month, Unite, one of Labour's biggest financial backers, suspended her over the Birmingham bin strikes, and now PCS and BFOU are circling, demanding more than her bill is prepared to give. The Employment Rights Bill, already in its final stages in the Lords, includes plans to raise the minimum wage for 18-year-olds and scrap the age bands that currently see younger workers paid less. At present, over 21s earn at least $12.21 an hour, while 18 to 20-year-olds earn $10. Rayner wants to end what she calls discrimination against younger workers, but unions are pushing for more, and fast. This raises a crucial question. Is Angela Rayner strong enough to hold the center ground of Labour, or will she be forced into concessions that reshape Britain's labour laws in ways business groups are already warning could cost jobs? Meanwhile, the threat of wider industrial unrest looms large. London Underground staff are preparing walkouts in September. Doctors, nurses, and GPs are warning of possible strikes during the busiest winter months for the NHS. And the Fire Brigades Union says thousands of jobs are at risk without urgent government funding. Britain could be heading for an autumn of discontent reminiscent of the 1970s, but this time with a Labour government in power, and that flips the script completely. For decades, Labour has positioned itself as the party of workers and unions. Now under Starmer's leadership, and with Rayner as his deputy, it risks looking like the party unable to keep its own house in order. So viewers, I'll ask you directly, do you see Jeremy Corbyn's revival and these new union demands as a real threat to Labour's authority? Or is this simply political theater that will fade once the strikes settle? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your perspective shapes the discussion here on England Now 7. And as we close, remember this. Politics in Britain is not standing still. Angela Rayner is battling rebellion from the very people who lifted her career. Jeremy Corbyn is gathering allies for a radical return, and unions are testing how much power they still have in shaping the country's future. The question now is not whether change is coming, but how deep it will cut. Thank you for watching and for being part of England Now 7. If you want us to keep bringing you the stories others overlook, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Because the storm we're seeing today might just decide the future of Britain tomorrow. Sources: The Telegraph, PCS Union, BFAWU,